very excited fighting Johny Hendricks. He's the #1 guy right now. And a lot of people believe he has the style to beat me, and I think it's going to make a great fight for both of us.
GSP's been a great champion. He's done a lot for this sport. I just been saying it's time for somebody new.
The #1 contender is always heavily debated, but not in this case. Everybody unanimously agrees, from pundits to fellow competitors, these are the guys that should fight for the belt.
Picks him up, throws him down.
Everybody that GSP has beat, I've beat. So that makes me feel that much better because I know that I've done the exact same thing he's done or better.
For the very first time, we have a guy with serious one-punch knockout power in Johny Hendricks, who also has the high-level wrestling skills that can contend with a guy like Georges St-Pierre.
He has tools another opponent doesn't have, but some opponent has tools that he doesn't have, so it's just a different problem. I'm going to have to adjust. I'm taking him very seriously, and I'm ready for the biggest fight of my career.
Before we get guys who are great wrestlers or great strikers, this is a guy who has the wrestling skills that can stop the takedown to Georges St-Pierre, and he has very explosive knockout power.
He's seen people who can hit hard, but he's never seen somebody who can close the distance and throw hard. I can finish the fight if I touch him one time.
I respect his power, but I'm not afraid of it. I respect his wrestling, but I'm not afraid of it. I can take a punch, I can wrestle him, I can overpower him if I want to.
I know I can hit GSP. Everybody has. All I need is one. I believe I got enough power to knock him out.
If you look at the credentials of both fighters, Georges St-Pierre doesn't have the same wrestling pedigree that Johny Hendricks has. Johny Hendricks is simply one of the best collegiate wrestlers to ever fight in the UFC.
I don't care about his wrestling. I'm not impressed by his pedigree.
If you put us in a wrestling match right now, I smash GSP. So for him to say that my wrestling pedigree isn't good, I use my wrestling not so much to just get takedowns. If I can keep changing my levels, I can also throw punches off changing levels. I have to keep it guessing. Is he going to take me down this time, or is he going to throw a punch?
It all comes down to how the fighters utilize their wrestling in a mixed martial arts fight. And as of right now, I have not seen a wrestler using those takedowns in mixed martial arts like Georges St-Pierre.
He's got a long reach, and he'll also extend himself out a little bit when he throws that jab. And whenever he extends himself, people think that they can still hit him. And then whenever they come in, they're not hitting, and he'll shoot underneath you. So that's something that I have to make sure that I don't do.
On the ground, Georges St-Pierre is a very high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt who's a true chess player on the mat. He's not the guy who's going to wow you with submissions, but he utilizes control to completely limit everything that you can throw at him.
How good is this?
Johny Hendricks is very good on the ground, but he doesn't have the same controlling capabilities that Georges St-Pierre does.
I'm confident I can beat him everywhere. I'm better than him everywhere. I believe that. The best thing that people don't realize I'm the best at in the world is to not get hit. I'm the best at not getting hit, not get damaged.
I think St-Pierre is a great fighter. He's awesome. But I don't like watching him play safe, and he fights safe. It's not exciting to me.
Taking a shot at them.
Unless I think he's fighting someone that can make him fight. I think Johny Hendricks is going to make him fight.
I think the GSP does play it safe, but there is a tremendous misconception at times in this sport that you need to be finishing fights to be doing well in fights. What a fighter needs to do, like any competition, is win.
Damage your opponent and not get damaged the key. That's how I get longevity in the sport. Victory over Johny Hendricks is going to give me the most win in the UFC. I'm very happy. I'm the best in the world. I believe it, and I'm going to prove it again to everybody.
Without argument, the greatest welterweight champion in UFC history.
After UFC 167, it's going to be me, the new welterweight champion.
Huge statement by Johny Hendricks.
I got the power, I have the wrestling, I have the explosiveness. It's there for my taking. I just have to take it.
I think I'm going to win. You think he's going to win, so we're going to clash and find out.
Rashad and I were in Indianapolis. We're all slicked up. We got our suits on. We're live.
And he got a text from Dana talking about your next opponent. And then he says, cool, as long as it's not Rashad Evans.
So he writes me back and says, it is Rashad.
I am picking Rashad in the dance-off between the two of you.
If we fight each other, it's not like I'm never going to see him or talk to him again. I'm going to hate him because of it, you know?
Well, take the word fight out of it, because sometimes it's about competition. There's very few fighters that are still competing where you can go, that guy will be in the Hall of Fame. Rashad will. Now, this isn't my call to make, but Rashad's got more than enough on his resume to land him there.
My personal history with Chael is, you know, we're friends. We work whenever there's a UFC event. And I got to know him a lot more working with him.
We're now a team. We're often in the same city, and we have no one else to train with. So we rely on each other.
You know, it's kind of cool because we have good chemistry together. You know, we feed off each other really well.
A deal's a deal. I really didn't know we were doing it on the table. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it out of the way right now.
Oh, no! Oh, man.
And that's not something I can say about everybody that I work with on the show. You know, sometimes you don't feel the person's energy or the fact that they don't bounce well off each other. But me and Chael, we bounce well off each other. You know, he's one of the greatest trash talkers in fight history. You know what I'm saying?
Your ribs got the same problem that your hand and feet have. They're attached to a cowardly charlatan.
I'm like John Jones. I sound like Sean Combs, and I got trombone-sized stones like John Holmes. I've been called a trash talker. I don't know what that means or why I get called that, but I am a truth talker. This is an ass-whipping contest, and I am not going to build a fight and pretend there's animosity if there's not. But I can speak for both of us when I tell you we're going to go compete hard for 15 minutes.
I would definitely describe Chael as an aggressive fighter. When the fight starts, he's in your face right away. You're not going to have much breathing room at all when you're fighting Chael Sonnen.
He's got it. Chael Sonnen!
He gets you to punch just enough where you think he actually wants to strike. And the minute you let your arm leave, he's already in on the shot.
Quick takedown by Sonnen. Power double, and he's down.
Rashad's got a very unique style, especially on his feet. The way that he moves, the things he uses for setups, tremendous power with both his rear hand and his rear leg. And as soon as you start worrying about his hands and feet, he changes elevation and he tackles you.
Rashad Evans has done it.
I'm definitely going to out-wrestle Chael. I'm going to out-wrestle Chael. I'm going to out-wrestle you. Easy.
I've been billed as a wrestler, and I'll take it. I'm proud of wrestling. But I had boxed competitively. You could look it up. You could find me. I'm in the records.
Oh, what a left hand!
Somebody has to pay for the fact that I'm not getting a lot of rest, the fact that my body's sore, and I got old injuries popping up, and I'm, you know, beaten up and bruised all the time, and I can't see my kids. If they don't pay for it, then why am I doing this? Chael's going to pay for it. Chael has to pay for it. There comes a point in any promotion of the fight where you do have to flip the switch. Chael is my friend, but I'm not going to step into the octagon with my friend November 16th.
I've had to compete with friends before. I will have to compete with friends again. That's just the reality. He worked harder. He's tougher. If he's got better skills than me, then he deserves to win.
Chael Sonnen does not know this Rashad Evans. He's never felt an athlete like me before.
I think that there's a lot that rides on this fight in terms of bragging rights between Rashad and I.
That's another reason why I can't lose this fight, because I can't sit next to Chael after I just lost this fight. Chael is not going to let it go. He's going to do subtle things to kind of let me know that he got the better of me that fight.
Great, awesome.
Whoa. I heard all of your questions. Now you're going to listen to what I have to say. Finally, all the kids and all the households in all of America will get to see the one night that they've all been waiting for. GSP, Sonnen, same card. GSP versus Hendricks, Sonnen versus Evans, November 16th. Write that down, and we will see you all on pay-per-view.